You are welcome to yet another episode of HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show, where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. The allegations which were made by Lanita Carter against R. Kelly that almost saw him deal with yet another state case in Chicago have since stirred controversy and debates over their authenticity. To fully understand the complexities of this case, let's discuss the details and analyze the circumstances surrounding her claims. Lanita Carter, who was a professional hair braider, accused R. Kelly of inappropriate conduct during the time she worked for him. Carter claimed the incident occurred in 2003 when she was providing hair braiding services at Kelly's home. According to her, Kelly allegedly tried to force himself on her, an accusation he has vehemently denied. In fact, if he ever gave her any settlement, it was perhaps only meant to protect his name that she intended to tarnish. It's rather disturbing and at the same time revealing of the exploitative and extortionist character of R. Kelly's accusers, how she came back for more, having lost her house to a bank foreclosure. It's important to note that Carter had previously received a $750,000 settlement from R. Kelly. This payment, which she received in 2 phases, was made as part of a civil settlement outside court. At the time, Lanita Carter had not filed criminal charges and the matter remained private for years. Many critics of the hair braider's allegations argue that this substantial settlement already served as compensation for any grievances she may have had, but nevertheless she returned and wanted more. If Carter believed she was wronged, why didn't she file a lawsuit straight away and pursue charges when the alleged incident occurred? Motivated by financial gain, she extorted a tune of $750,000, and when she saw another opportunity, she came back for more.
10 months after the incident, Carter signed a $650,000 settlement in which Kelly denied any wrongdoing, and Carter agreed to keep quiet.
Skeptics argue that the settlement, which is certainly a common practice in high-profile disputes, may have indicated a lack of evidence or a preference for financial gain rather than justice. And this could mean she was aware of the weakness of her claims against the R&B King. In 2018, however, more than 15 years after the alleged incident and despite the previous settlement, Carter came forward again, citing another opportunity to extort the R&B King. Her allegations resurfaced during a period when R. Kelly was under intense scrutiny due to the surviving R. Kelly documentary and mounting accusations from various women. Carter's decision to break the NDA and publicly accuse Kelly again at the sight of another opportunity reignited debates about her motivations. Revisiting settled claims while crying crocodile tears on live television raises questions about credibility. Why choose to come forward so many years later, especially when she had already accepted financial compensation and legally agreed to a settlement out of court? The timing coinciding with the wave of accusations against R. Kelly suggests an attempt to capitalize on the public's outrage and the momentum of the Me Too movement. To assess Lanita Carter's claims, it is essential to consider her credibility. There were so many inconsistencies in her story, and her motivation were clearly financial gain. One argument is that Carter was an adult professional when she worked with Kelly, and there's no evidence to suggest she was coerced into anything. If Carter truly felt unsafe or threatened during her time working for Kelly, why did she continue to provide her services without reporting the incident immediately? Moreover, some believe Carter's decision to revisit her allegations stems from financial motivations rather than a genuine pursuit of justice. Having already received a substantial settlement, coming forward again could be seen as an attempt to extract additional funds or to capitalize on the public backlash against Kelly to further extort him like she did before. R. Kelly has consistently denied Carter's allegations, maintaining that the claims are baseless and part of a larger pattern of extortion. Kelly's legal team argues that Carter's actions are an example of individuals exploiting his fame and wealth for personal gain. They emphasize that Kelly's legal troubles have made him a target for opportunistic claims, further complicating his ability to defend himself in the court of public opinion. The broader context of R. Kelly's legal battles cannot be ignored. At the time Lanita Carter came forward, Kelly was already facing multiple accusations from various women, many of which involved allegations of misconduct with minors. The gravity of these accusations, combined with media propaganda against R. Kelly, created an environment where additional claims, even those clearly involving adult opportunists were easily accepted without rigorous scrutiny. Grouping her claims with those involving alleged abuse of minors gave such opportunists a window into the mix to take advantage of the R&B king yet again. R. Kelly was already dealing with false narratives, and so adding a few more in the mix was strategic. However, if the government had been fair enough, matters involving consenting adults should never have found their way onto R. Kelly's charge sheets, but they did. Remember, even Faith Rogers, for whom R. Kelly was charged with Mann Act violation and forced labor, also did meet him when she was way in her 20s. And this is proof that the government was out to catch R. Kelly fairly or unfairly. They had a mission to see him in prison, and they were willing to break all the laws to achieve this. Matters involving adult women should be evaluated independently rather than conflated with unrelated cases. Public perception plays a significant role in cases involving high-profile individuals like R. Kelly. The surviving R. Kelly documentary painted a damning picture of the singer, leading many to assume his guilt without critically evaluating individual allegations. Carter's decision to come forward during this period added fuel to the fire, reinforcing the public narrative against Mr. Kelly. However, it's crucial to distinguish between public opinion and legal evidence. The court of public opinion is not a substitute for due process. One of the most controversial aspects of Carter's case is her decision to break the NDA she signed as part of her initial settlement. While some argue that NDAs should not prevent individuals from seeking justice, legal experts view Carter's actions as a breach of the agreement she willingly entered into when she first took money from R. Kelly. By breaking the NDA, Carter not only violated a legal contract but also called into question her motives for coming forward. In fact, if she truly sought justice, she could have pursued criminal charges immediately after the alleged incident rather than accepting a financial settlement and later returning for more. Breaking the NDA years later raises serious questions about whether her actions are driven by a desire for justice or simply financial gain. Even though the charges were eventually dropped by Kim Foxx, Lanita Carter's allegations against R. Kelly remain a contentious issue. Supporters of Kelly argue that her claims lacked merit and are motivated by financial gain rather than a genuine pursuit of justice. They point to the timing of her allegations, the previous settlement, and her decision to break the NDA as evidence of ulterior motives. While it is essential to take all allegations seriously, it is equally important to critically evaluate each claim's credibility and context. In the case of Lanita Carter, the evidence and circumstances surrounding her accusations warrant careful scrutiny. As the public continues to debate R. Kelly's guilt or innocence, Carter's allegations serve as a reminder of the complexities and challenges involved in cases of this nature, where accusers may seek to simply extort the defendant. Ultimately, the truth could only be determined through a fair and impartial legal process and not through the court of public opinion. And as we navigate these debates, let us remember the importance of evidence, due process, and a commitment to justice for a better nation going forward. If you want to be featured in our video releases, send us your clips by emailing them to hnnewsroom242@gmail.com or use Google Drive for larger files. Be sure to include your name and any details you'd like us to know. We can't wait to showcase your contributions. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say. To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.